So there's been new developments on the J. Cole versus Cameron situation, and J. Cole has actually given his answer in regards to how he feels towards the Cameron situation. For those that don't know what's going on, I'll play you a clip and we'll actually give my commentary as we go through it. Let's get into it.
J. Cole or was cool. This is exactly what happened. Being a man is keeping your word. And I know everybody's busy and everybody has things to do. But if I give you my word 4 or 5 times, I got to do it. So on his first project he did, I did an intro for him. I did the record for him for his intro. I told him I may need a verse whenever I get a project done. He said, cool. He had another project. I did a record in 20 minutes. I knocked that shit out and went off about my business. I need a verse. I'm exaggerating, but he's like the shock rain right now, and the moon got aligned with the stars, and like when I write, I put my all into it. Okay, let's put your all into it then. You know what I'm saying?
Give me that verse.
Called me twice to do something, and I did it. One day you have 48 hours to do it. Then I knocked the other thing out as soon as I came to New York, because you ain't want to send me a record, you want to be in the studio with me. I knocked it out. Cool, you don't give me the record. Then I say, you know what, forget the record. Let's do an interview. Bet I got you. I got a project coming out in June. Let's do it around there. Cool, June is coming. Oh, we pushed the album back. I don't want to just do an interview. All right, cool. Now we're going to do it in October. All right, I'll call you back in October. Yo, what's up? Oh, man, Keller, you say I tell you October, you call October, huh, nigga? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. So now this is when all the beef is going on with Kendrick Lamar. I can't do it now because I don't feel like talking about that right now. I said, look, I'll do the interview. I won't even bring that up. He says, nah, I can't do no interview and not talk about it. All right, well.
So as you guys can clearly see, J. Cole has literally taken a verse from Cameron. Bearing in mind on the song Ready 24, we already understand that, look, he sampled something from him. So the best move business-wise anyways, instead of just solely trying to clear the sample with the original owner, why don't you just literally ask the owner, okay, hop on the record, and it makes it a bit more blessed, you can get more rights and things like that. And naturally, Cameron's an OG in this game, bro. So firstly, he doesn't necessarily need Cole, but he thought, you know what, he's a young guy, he's done this thing, he's carrying on the hip-hop legacy, let me hop on there and actually give him some sort of blessing. But J. Cole then turned around to him and was just like,
oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the
that's
fuck,
what it was
man?
on, bro. That's literally what it was on. And the thing is that he didn't want to admit this to be the case. Instead, he's on the whole case of, okay, now I'm going to give you the verse. Okay, now I'm going to hop on this record. Okay, now I'm going to be on this. I'm going to be on that. And you can clearly see that this is something that Cameron simply just doesn't appreciate. Now, again, I'm a music producer, sound engineer. I don't have platinums or anything like that yet. But one thing I understand from the music business is that at the end of the day, this game is all about relationships, right? The more you're able to bless relationships, the more you're able to deliver value to each relationship, and the more you're able to nurture each relationship, the way further you're going to go within this game. Now, some people would argue, okay, J. Cole, he's already big, etc. He doesn't necessarily need favors from anyone, etc. But you never know who you need in this game, bro. You never know. And especially when it gets to a point where you're going to need support from OGs and support from the fans and support from all these different type of people that in reality you literally just slated, and they don't come around and support you, you can't necessarily come and blame them. Like, it's a wronging. And anyone that doesn't agree that it's a wronging, bro, then you're personally a wronging anyway. So instead of J. Cole basically blessing it with Cameron, he literally just decided, you know what, let me just get my lawyers to deal with it and throw some money at the situation. Instead of either paying Cameron up front, instead of honoring his word by coming on the podcast, etc. So, in the dismissal of the lawsuit, J. Cole and his company, Cole World Inc., denies all allegations. And Cole is seeking to have the lawsuit dismissed in its entirety with prejudice, right? The documents claim that Cam is not a joint owner or co-owner of the song and consented on its release. And that's crazy because you can clearly see that Cameron said that, bro, there's evidence to prove that there was an exchange. We're going to either do a swap. For those that aren't in the music game, it's basically called a swap. If you don't pay someone up front, you can basically say, okay, I'll hop on your song if you hop on my song. That's what you call a swap, right? So it's a cheaper way to basically get things done if you're really cool with the artist and you're really cool and you want to bless it with whoever you're collaborating with. A lot of people do it, more people than you think anyways. So just more details, you guys can see that 2 years later, with Cole having refused to honor his agreement to collaborate with Plaintiff on either a single or on the podcast, defendants nevertheless released the sound recording, and that's what his lawyers basically released at the time. So the thing that you guys really need to understand is that at the end of the day, when you're sampling a song from anyone, you're going to need to basically go through what we call clearing. And if you don't clear the record, then the owner of the record can basically say, you know what, I'm going to take down that record, and there's nothing you can basically do about it. Or you're going to end up in a situation like where Juice WRLD, for example, rest in peace, where he released the song and then it blew up, and then Sting, the original owner of the sample, basically said, you know what, they released it on my permission, I own the rights to it, I'm going to take 100% of the record. Which, in my opinion, is a crazy move. But technically speaking, you can't necessarily tell what, you know, an owner of a song or anything like that is going to basically do. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, and then we can see that Cole's attorneys had that Cameron appeared on the song voluntarily and without conditions, and he never raised any objections prior to his commercial release. And he said he is not and never was a joint author, basically just repeating what's on the other article. So it's one of them ones, man. I just generally believe that what J. Cole has basically done here is just a wrong gun, bro. Like, yes, he is in the top three of the hip hop game, etc. Me personally, I'm more like a Drake and even a Kendrick fan after that. But yeah, J. Cole, what he's done here just doesn't even make any sense. I feel like even a lot of people always have smoke for someone like Drake, yeah, but it's very rare for me to hear someone like Drake, and some of you in the comments are gonna be like, oh yeah, Drake standard, da, da, da. It's very rare for me to hear stuff like this coming from someone like Drake, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's the type of person that, look, if he likes your record, etc., he's gonna create a way for you to basically eat and do whatever you need to get done. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's mad. It's mad out here, man. J. Cole is wrong, and I definitely believe that he needs to bless it. A part of me even thinks it's a bit too late, because the moment you're throwing lawyers and throwing money at the situation rather than just saying to the OG that, look, what I did was wrong, I'm gonna hop on your record, I'm gonna hop on your podcast, or my dog, I just don't want to open, I'm just gonna throw you some cash. Even like, just sort it out very, very quickly. Then they get to this extent, very, very bad on his part anyway. But my people, them, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you like these type of updates, then make sure to see the next one, because I got a lot of information, a lot of content, etc. for you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.